Welcome to the NCAA Women's College World Series presented by Capital One. Devon Park at night. Not many more sights beautiful than that, if any, in the college softball world. And tonight we've got a dandy on our hands between Oklahoma State and Florida closing. So now, the Women's College World Series. Willard with the ground ball to second. Leah Williams, a freshman, has time.
And Kiki Rothrock throws with good velocity.
Using as any of the last 5 teams to make the World Series. Ball. And Edwards is onto the wall. Tosses her bat aside as the game's first base runner. Long with a little jam shot to Williams at second.
Players mixed with new faces and freshmen like a Carly Godwin.
And Godwin takes ball 4. So Keegan Rothrock has walked 2 Cowgirls. Davis, little jam shot, and is going to be caught short by Wallace. We'll see Skylar Wallace back third for the Gators. And
They're very disciplined. They know what they're looking for. They're very well prepared.
NCAA Hall of Famer, inductee this year, and Falby swings and foul tips one into the mid of long. So 449. That seems pretty good. Oh, ground ball to the pitcher here, and Kilfoyle will throw her out. Good to say the on-base percentage is .584. You just don't get Corpiotis out very often.
And of the time.
2-2 pitch. On the ground at third. Edwards backs up. And one All-American gets another as Kilfoyle fells Wallace. Scoreless after 1 in OKC. Enough to lock up a top 8 seed by the time we got that Missouri game. Florida gets the 4 ultimately. So we didn't have to use her necessarily. Cleared Tim into left field. Flies out to Corpiotis. It was in the NCAA tournament, 28 2/3 innings for Rothrock alone. And she goes up the ladder to strikeout work. Keegan with her first strikeout. In and out of the lineup this year, but has taken control in the postseason. And McDonald hits a ground ball up the middle and through. The game's first hit belongs to Oklahoma State's number 8 hitter. The National Freshman of the Year finalist 2 years ago in Alabama. And Bloodworth goes down swinging. 2 Ks for Keegan in a scoreless second inning. The player of the year. Ball. And Erickson takes ball 4. A bold take there on a close 2-strike pitch. Jocelyn Erickson is rewarded.
Able to work with her throughout the year.
Beats this one into the ground to short. Bloodworth goes to second, gets the lead out there. One strike on Katie Kistler, the Gator right fielder. Right back to Kilfoyle in the circle. That is a double play. And that is how Lexi Kilfoyle gets it done.
Before they left for the break.
Poulard punches one into right. Katie Kistler tracks it well. First out of the inning for Keegan Rothrock.
So along with
Edwards gets a piece of that 2-strike Rothrock pitcher. Here comes Keegan Rothrock, just cruising right along in her. And Wong, it appears, will pop out again. That's a 1-2-3 against Oklahoma State's 1-2-3. Softball mad town. Down to third, here's Edwards.
whether you are a softball fan or
to do all 3 of those at once your first year,
it is a lot to balance, along with the whole transition of playing at a higher level and doing all those things that you just mentioned.
A strikeout for Kilfoyle, her second of the game. Agrees with me a lot. So does Vanessa Shippey, our assistant. I like that. Williams flares one towards second base. The shortstop Bloodworth is there. Kilfoyle's allowed no hits. Rothrock's allowed one hit. Good old-fashioned pitcher's duel under the lights in OKC. It's allowed just one hit, walked two. Goes inside again. Add that one to the pop-up pack off the bat of Carly Godwin.
Pop-up on the Cobb there, some nachos.
The husk to Cobb ratio is pretty strong there. Well, another one in the air, Rothrock, including flyouts and pop-outs in that category. Cleared 10. 3 pop-outs in the inning. In on the hands. And anybody's retired Falby, Otis, and Wallace together in the first inning. And Falby hits a ground ball to second, and she's retired again. Otis down swinging. Just the 16th time she struck out this year. 149 in April, 605 in the month of May. Ball. That's ball 4. So Skylar Wallace. Well, the Gators go for it. On the ground to third. Edwards couldn't play it cleanly. And it's an E5 to extend the inning. The Walsh cheering section behind her. Reagan trying to fight out of an 0-2 count. She swung. John Baca calls it at the plate. Tim Walton looks befuddled. Last year, 11 home runs down in the 7th spot. And a ground ball punch to Mia Williams. That's normally Lexi Kilfoyle's game. McDonald into center field. That's well struck by McDonald and taken away. The Gold Glove winner, Kendra Falby, tracks it down.
Kendra Falby told us when she's in center field, the difference for her this year, she's leveled up defensively. I mean, she already started out great, but this year won the Gold Glove is knowing that she can catch any ball, that she can catch anything. When that ball is put in the air, Kendra Falby knows that she can track it down, no matter if it's to her left, her right, in front of her.
Their defense alone. Add that to their great offense. Keegan Rothrock. You got yourself a stew that leads you to the World Series. Rothrock, a 1-2-3-5. Gator youth to follow the veteran Kistler. Gonna see an 8th pitch. And she drills it down the line and right. That ball is fair and gone. The no-hitter and the shutout smashed into bits on one mighty swing from Katie Kistler.
It was the foul ball that she had before that led to this adjustment and this drop ball more elevated, not going down as much, and she was just 100% ready for it. Look at that extension and the use of her lower half, committing to hitting the bottom half of the ball in this AB, and that adjustment, that commitment ends up for a run on the board for Katie Kistler and this Florida team.
Kawaluski, that's deep into right field. That'll be tracked down by McDonald near the warning track. Beg your pardon, that's the new right fielder for Oklahoma State, Macy Graff. Bouncing ball to short, Bloodworth. Played that out very well. Stanford tomorrow. Strike 3, and Kilfoyle retires the final 3 in the inning. But she did not get the first one. Her final season spent with Stillwater's Cowgirls, and she pops one up first base side, and Avery Gels is out there. The new Gator first baseman puts her away.
For the infield.
Gels, typically a late inning defensive replacement, was there, and Corby Otis is here. 12 in a row set down by Keegan Rothrock. Caroline Wong still has not seen a ball in the game. And she'll put this one in play past the glove of Kowalewski. Oklahoma State's first hit sets the second. Hard as I can at all times. And give Oklahoma State the lead with one big swing. And she chops one to third instead. And Keegan Rothrock has thrown 6 scoreless innings. The difference in this game with the winner moving on to Saturday. And a ground ball to short from Falby. She is 0 for 3. Hey, yep, kettle corn for everybody. Give it to the OU fan too. Otis left center field, and there's a base hit for Corby Otis. The second hit of the game for the Gators. Ground ball to third, gobbled up by Edwards. What a throw to second, and a catch by Davis on a very good runner in Otis. You just thought, oh, she's going to Oklahoma. There goes Wallace, and Schuyler is safe with steal number 37. Ball 4 to Erickson.
That is 2 times in this game.
For the third double steal, Wallace is out. Caught stealing for just the 3rd time this year. And Oklahoma State needs just 1 to tie. Sitting at Stanford and Oklahoma State respectively in a 1-0 game. As Rothrock's first pitch of the inning hits a little funky spin past her glove. It ends up at Mia Williams' spot at second. She throws out Rosie Davis. Doesn't walk a ton. And she skies one into left center, but Falby was perfectly positioned. And Florida's 1 out away from a Game 1 win.
Good tight spin.
Popped up by Warwick. Wallace is there. And Florida is a 1-0 winner behind the brilliant right arm of Keegan Rothrock. Her 41st start of the year to this point is her masterpiece.
To 2 hits and to keep them in the ballpark, especially with how she handled the top of the bottom of the 7th inning. I should have said top of it, my bad. But to get the last 3 outs, I mean, that is not easy to do as a freshman. A complete game, a shutout by her, and just breezing through the last inning. Those last 3 outs are the toughest to get, and she made it just look so simple.
The first shutout for a Florida pitcher since the 2017 Women's College World Series. And the Gators are back in the World Series with a vengeance.